The Sim Pit. I'm your host, Shaun Cole, but the real star of today's show, that's not the right intro. This is The Sim Pit. I'm your host, Shaun Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pitstop, where you, the mighty pit crew, you are the real star of today's show. It is the hump day edition of the Pitstop, and we are here for a good time. Thank you for being here to hang out and chat and talk and just hang out doing sim racing stuff. I'm a little nervous today. It's like I feel like a beginner. I feel like a rookie. I feel like this is the first time I've ever done this. I've spent the last 3 days, long nights, getting this set up. And you guys can't see it. You can see it on Twitch. You know what I'm talking about. But I have turned this rig into a 2-for-1. Up there, I have my Twitch stream. Right here, I have my race stream or our pit stop stream. We're doing it from the rig. I have simplified my life. I have taken up less space. I have gained room for my printer to be in a predominant spot again. Room to conduct other business back there. I'm really happy, but it means that we are right back to troubleshooting time. This is the first time I've ever streamed on YouTube on OBS from this computer. So this marks a first. Another thing, anybody who's been a long-time viewer of the show knows that I periodically have audio, video difficulties of various different types. This simplifying of the process, once we get it dialed in, tuned in, I think it's actually going to make life better. I'm noticing a little flickering over there, so my lighting is still not optimal. I'm a little blown out, it looks like, a little pale. We'll work on those things. We're going to get there. I have some lighting to move around, and again, some growing pains, some learning curves to work with. If you have any critiques, anything you think we can do better, please let me know. We're always looking for advice. We're always looking for help. We're always looking for suggestions. So that when I say you are the star of the show, I mean that. I mean that in so many ways, and that is one of them. Steve, thank you very much. Yeah, I have the mic in a really good spot. I think that's what's actually causing the buzz of the lighting, is this being right there is affecting the camera ever so slightly. But yeah, it'll work till the next Windows update. But see, Dave, if I can minimize my problems to just Windows update. See, normally what would happen this morning is I would have pulled the Stormtrooper PC into position over here. I would have plugged video duplication, audio duplication, webcams, all of that into it, and then hoped that Windows just liked all the settings and everything worked great. It didn't start throwing big curveballs at me, which Windows loves to do. I'm hoping that right now with what we have, there should be no more plugging in and out of any devices. We should, if everything works as planned, and we're still not there yet, we haven't troubleshot every scenario or even close. If everything works as planned, this is going to be a huge gain. I don't know if this computer likes streaming. I don't know how it's looking on YouTube. I don't, so those are the things that I think about all the time. That's what we're working on. So that's enough of behind the scenes. Now let's get into the scenes. What's going on in sim racing? This one blows my mind that it has taken until May 19th, being yesterday, for iRacing to produce this video. It blows my mind that it has taken till May 2020 for them to correct one gigantic problemo with the truck series in particular in iRacing. And here it is. How's that Windows audio? Is that too low? Looks a little low. I can't believe notifications work. They never work. What? Oh, are we gonna have to go back to the trucks, you guys, just because they have a Ford truck? Yeah, Doug will be thrilled. They did it just for Doug. Alright, very exciting. The addition of the Ford F-150 completes iRacing's current NASCAR roster. Congratulations to them. Much needed. Count on that. Lionheart Racing Series, one of the premier series in iRacing, featuring, well, this one's cool. What's great about Lionheart is, I was going to say featuring the aliens, the upper echelon of the sim racing world. However, Lionheart has had, Sage Karam's been a long-time player in Lionheart. Lionheart has had overlap between real life and our pros, so to speak. But anyway, Sage Karam cannot be stopped at Barber. Anybody who knows me and has talked about Sage Karam is one of those guys, and I think he's a little like this in real life too. He's either going to win the race or he's going to die trying. The only person who can beat Sage Karam in a lot of cases is Sage Karam. Anyway, he's been very, very unstoppable lately in the Lionheart IndyCar Series. And that even includes when you got guys like Adam Blocker going after him. This is one of the best leagues out there. iRacing, they're just talking about, we've talked about Bergeron. He's a little less dominant than the last season. However, still the #1 contender in the world of outlaws. iRacing's NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car World Championship. 2 races remaining. Championship battle is up. 25-point lead that Bergeron has right now over second place going into last night's race, I believe, at Williams Grove. Actually, that was 2 nights ago. And his racing career, Bob Jenkins calling the action.
Was 500. It's Parker Kligerman with about a 4-car length advantage coming toward the checkered flag, and it waves, and a challenge there by McFadden in the final few feet, but he could not do it. And
so there we go. Oh, Anthony Alfredo with the new paint scheme for tonight. The trucks, we already talked about that. IMSA, they yesterday, I believe, were running. Did you miss the IMSA iRacing Challenge? There's a link there. I have a link to everything except for, there are a couple of late additions like the Ford video, but you'll find that at the Twitter page for iRacing, which the link is there if you want. Link in the description of the show down below. Landon Castle, Xfinity, Parker, Supercars. Look at the Supercars running on the oval. Da-da-da. Hey, we know her. That's Emery, isn't it?
And I'm looking for second gear on entry to the first hairpin.
Yeah, it's Emery giving us a lap at Daytona in the V8 Supercar. Daytona Road.
International Horseshoe, another second gear hairpin. Look for the entry. Hit that apex.
Alright. What else? Perfect round secured.
and has climbed right up to the top with a perfect score.
And Gisberg.
This evening and 150 points from the final race at Daytona.
Bergeron,
Gisberg.
Gisbergeron.
Magnificent job. And Chaz Mostyn hangs on for second on the podium. Wonderful job. Gary Jacobson in third for Matt Stone Racing. And a great battle right behind. Chaz is relieved to get that one done. Takes a huge amount of concentration.
And that's it. That's it for iRacing. Let's see. Race department joining forces with Barwell Motorsport, running in the SRO Esports GT Amateur Series. Skinning competition now live. Get your skin seen in the championship. So if you'd like to paint a car, that looks like a Assetto Corsa, right? SRO. For Competizione, actually, I believe. But yeah, race department are proud to announce they partnered with Barwell Motorsport to become the official Barwell Motorsport e-racing team. And what's more, their official car will be featured in Assetto Corsa Competizione using a livery designed by the community. So if you guys are good painters out there, if you would like to be seen in Assetto Corsa Competizione, you paint up a Lamborghini Huracan. Livery must include these decals. I have the link to the race department. I might have the link to both, but at least to race department Twitter where you can go to that link and check that out. Was there anything else? I thought there was something else. No, that's it. Okay, that's all. Codemasters and World Rallycross announced further eSport invitationals. So they're going to continue things, building on the success of its previous 2 standalone Rallycross eSport events. IMG, the promoter of their FIA World Rallycross Championship presented by Monster Energy, is launching a series of further Dirt Rally 2.0 events in partnership with Codemasters and Motorsport Network. There you go, Amir, but it could be worth it. So more Esport Invitational coming. Here's their calendar. May 31st, June 21st, June 28th, July 19th. 4 events. And Abu Dhabi, Norway, Sweden, South Africa. So that's cool. Good. A little more promo stuff. I don't think we saw this video. I think that came out after our show. Where's my audio? Another one of those. Is it? Are we getting... Which camera? What are you watching? Is everything moving now because we have so much weight? I do see some shake. Shit, that's going to be a problem. Grid. Fancy the chance? I've told you guys about this one, but it's getting down to closing time. Oh, man. Oh, I really didn't want to do push-ups today because I don't even know if that camera's... I know it works, but I don't think it's aimed the right way, but I totally did, thanks to Joa. Joa baited me into swearing. It's there. Oh, let's not hurt our audio. Oh, the time it takes to get in and out of the rig is a little different than when we used to do it at the desk. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I miscounted, so I did one more. Yeah, it's the California effect on the stream. That's what we're going for. Okay, there we go. We're back. So you can win this competition, Grid and Intel. It ends on the 27th, so we're a week away from ending. But all you have to do is enter, and you can win a Predator gaming laptop, some Logitech gear, copies of Grid, Predator Helios 300. Ooh. What else? What else? Hey, Mod Warrior, how you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm doubling my workout. A macro? Let's see. Oh, so this one just made me laugh on a couple of things. Not really laugh, but remind me. Number 1, Slade. I hope I don't offend. I don't know if he watches a show. But again, I watched Teen Titans, and when the movie, I think it was, and they... Anyway, this Thursday, May 21st, will be the first for that. Wait. So Slade, our points leader, I believe, in the NASCAR Heat 4. It's like a turbo Yugo. What watch am I... Oh! I'm wearing a Garmin. It's a Garmin, Stuart. I love watches. I just can't afford watches that I want. That's the bottom line. Anyway, Slade posted this, and it hit home for me. I love the Teen Titans. Slade! And I've played a few baseball games on his birthday during his travel ball days, but he's never had to race on it. Travel ball, like baseball, you guys. But he's never had to race on it. This Thursday, May 21st, which is a special day to me, will be the first for that. Be sure to tune in and cheer on Wood Bros Gaming, ride spin trucks again as we head to Mid-Ohio in NASCAR Heat. By Slade. Anyway, me and Slade share a birthday, and now I'm going to stop doing that. You're probably over it. PS4, I have new membership codes for any of my friends. It's a 3-month trial for people who've never had a membership, which means you've never associated that email and credit card with iRacing before. I have free 3-month trials. You send me an email, Shaun, SHAUN, and I will send you a code. Let's see. Here's the first look at Xfinity Series, and oh yeah, the Gold Edition. We'll look at that in a second. And what was this? They're just wreck avoidance. Okay. Happy birthday, Smoke. That was today. So Tony's birthday tomorrow. Dave Blair, birthday plans for tomorrow. I'm really psyched with getting this all dialed in. So I'm going to be doing some work, to be honest with you. I have plenty of stuff I'm moving on to. No, I'm happily working tomorrow. And then tomorrow night I'm going to have a Zoom dinner with my mom and my brother. Well, my brother's here. And we're going to have some good steak, some twice-baked potatoes, and no nursing home tours. Stuart, we do know that. I can't remember. And if I try to remember on the top of my head, what is our date for Dirt 5? Dirt 5, Dirt 5. Anyone? If anyone has the answer, give it to me before I try to find it. October. Thank you, Amir. I gotta put them on my hit list. I don't think Dirt 5's on my hit list, you guys. Now we get to look at NASCAR Heat's covers. Pre-order NASCAR Heat 5 and receive free career booster pack. We talked about all the Stuart Haas perks that you get. So if you get the gold edition versus the standard edition, so to speak. And PlayStation coming soon, so they're not sure when that one's ready for pre-order. Yeah, Steve, that's so true. And there you go. There you go. If you want to pre-order it. So Gran Turismo, in the absence of them doing their big live events, they're kind of playing on their all-star event, so to speak, with a lot of players that you know from the Nations Cup races and various different champions and things. It's sort of an invitational they put together with 16 drivers. So this week, and then they kind of promote and follow the past career of some of these guys. Like this week's going to be Matt Simmons. Here is his share your rig.
Very comfortable, which is key.
You'll know him. We're going to scroll through and get a little history. TGT.
And then my streaming setup. So we've got PC behind with the monitor and my webcam up top. And if we need any inspiration as to what we can achieve while driving, we've got the World Tour trophies behind there. So I hope you enjoyed that quick tour there of my GT.
I wish I could justify buying that fancy trophy case. Alright, and then, so anyway, that's Jamie Chadwick. Happy birthday to her today. One day off of mine. Anyway, so now we're going to see some of Simmons and what he's achieved. Because, again, he's been a long time name in the Gran Turismo world. And so he's going to be the host of this current Aussie World star. Matt Simmons is our host for this week's FIA GTC Nations Cup Weekly. Check out his hot lap guide for round 8.
There. So you've got this middle straight here, which can cost you a bit, and also set up for a passing opportunity in the race.
There you go. What? That's it? That's it? That's his lap guide. That was not a very long lap guide.
If you go too far to the right, get yourself back over to the left to get you set up for this right-hander here. Keeping the speed up, back on the power. Nice drive out of the corner there. So you've got this middle straight here, which can cost you a bit, and also set up for a passing opportunity in the race.
And that's all we get. Okay. WRC, last chance to take on Rally Mobile Chile. Weekly challenge at Race at Home against the clock. In addition to that, starting next Tuesday, they're going to be revealing new facts about WRC 9. From big features to improvements, buckle up. This will last until the release of the game in September. So we got some WRC 9 shots. And that's all we got there. That's all we got there. Race Room. Benzi Bonke. Bonky. Mod, you want to see it again? We can go back to that one. It's a big deal. Here, we're gonna go to here. It's an earthquake. It's a Fordaquake. Fordzilla. Did you get it? Fordzilla? Get it? Takes a race win at Sepang, secures his 3rd win. Benzi Bonky, I don't know if you say his name. Do I need to... Benzi Bonky. I should know how to say that. I should just ask Mitchie. He could tell me. I'll talk to him. Anyway, what else? A lap with a legend, Rene Rast racing the DTM series. This is race room, by the way. We're at race room at this point.
Get all the momentum to bring that top speed up. And now we approach basically the first corner, hairpin corner, braking at 100-meter board around here. Very hard braking down to first gear. Try to rotate the car as quickly as possible. Go back to power as early as possible. And then we come to basically the only chicane on this track, the Scholler S.
Wow, he really downshifts that thing hard, doesn't he?
Third gear, here a short shift, and then close to the wall there, where I hit 2018 with my DTM car. And now to the last corner already. Again, hairpin, first gear corner, and hopefully a clean, good exit, which would be hopefully enough for a top 10.
You just heard, stalled his car on the last DTM race here at Nürburgring, but
There you go, Izzy. Good pickup. Kuba Brzezinski talking about Group C cars at Monza. Jack Heatley. All right. Can I win myself a direct drive? Find out tonight. Race Room Porsche Community Legends Final. Moritz Lorner. Porsche Community Legends Final tonight. Fanatic DDD for the win. For the top 3. We only got to know the car track yesterday, and with full grid reversed, it should be a fun event. And his onboard there at that. We're at the race room still. And then Jack then posting, this was posted 20 hours ago, after getting a disconnect in race 2, he's fast enough in the other 3 races to claim this prestigious title. Some juicy Fanatic equipment coming his way. So Jack Heatley winning the overall in the Porsche Community Legends. These results right here, Brad? Yeah, I updated, but we've not been on the air since Monday, Brad. So I usually look for any good news for us that is between the last show and today's show. That's what I look for. Race at home, blah, blah. Okay, what else? Ricmotech. So I mentioned today is Hot Lap Pump Day, and a few of my friends on our Discord were asking, hey, how come there's no post at Ricmotech about Hot Lap Pump Day? You guys, I'm sure you remember because I've talked about it multiple times, but the whole Road to Indy series that Ricmotech and Apex Racing and Extreme Motorsport have all been involved with. It really did well, and so they expanded things, and this is going on in a whole competition they're doing, but they moved the Road to Indy series until Wednesday nights, which is exactly when we do our Hot Lap Pump Day. And this is a big deal, you know, for motorsport, big deal for Ricmotech, big deal for some young real-life racers trying to earn their way into IndyCar and various levels of motorsport. Anyway, and when I say we, me, Kevin Ford of Extreme Motorsports, and Frank Rico of Ricmotech are trying to figure out a replacement time that we can switch that to. Their suggested times, unfortunately, came up with a conflict with our schedule. So we're still working on it, and I'll give you news as soon as I have any on Hot Lap Hump Day. No, John, no Hump Day tonight. However, we will do a patron-only practice race for this Saturday's patron race, which the group's been emailed multiple times. I'm going to send another one out today, reminding people of their actual race and letting them know that we're doing a practice race tonight. So anybody who's part of the patron group will have the password for that, and we will be racing at USA Asphalt in the street stock. They DNF Jack. Well, he still had enough points. Quick question to SC2, SimiCube 2, Pro and Sport drivers. How did you mount your motor to the rig? Did you use the front M8 threaded bolts, front bolts and rear nuts, or other? They want to know. So they're looking for probably solutions for the future on mounting options for their wheelbases, but want to do it based on what we're actually doing with them, which is cool and smart. They're listening. They're asking. So if you have a SimiCube and you want to help them develop, go answer their question at their Twitter page. Kart Racing Pro Release 11B is now available on Steam. Scotch tape. That's what you held your wheel on, John? Kart Racing Pro Sim by Poboso has received another update, the second this month, to enhance the multiplayer accuracy, while as well as few fixes in the karting sim. Sorry. We got a change log. Where are we? We're at SimRace 24/7. And there you go. There you go. Kart Racing getting an update. Tyson Landis, one of our good buddies, Tyson Landis, qualifying on the outside of the front row in the inaugural running of the Wicked Relief Fake 500. And you'd say, oh, well, okay, whatever. Well, look at the names who are in here, by the way. Tyson Landis, our buddy, qualifies in third against Parker Kligerman, Landon Castle, TJ Majors. There are some really, really big names in here. Brian Blackford. All sorts of big names in this. So congratulations, Tyson, on getting into that. And this is going to be a big deal. This is going to be a fun race. And the broadcast is going to be right here on Twitch at the Tunican 79. Tunican 79 on Twitch. And looks like there's a practice day that's being streamed. Or no, that was 17 hours ago. So where do we... I don't see... Hold on. Hold on. I do have time for you. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Shoot. We post a lot in our chat. That's a good question, John Hill. Where was the post? Here we go. Sorry. The Wicked Relief Fake 500, Saturday, May 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Broadcast live on this page here at Twitch, the Tunican 79. And we can all root for Tyson, who's going to win that thing. Go win it. Go win it, Tyson. NBC Sports with an article here. Links down below if you want to read the whole thing. Max Pappas sees a bright future and business opportunity in sim racing. You know, Max Pappas already has seen that opportunity. This is nothing new, by the way. He's been selling sim racing wheels directly marketed to and made for sim racing for quite some time. Rip, thank you. Any idea how they're going to do a 3-wide start, Rip? Warlock, I don't know, and I'm going to guess that they don't know either. This is all a result of what's going on. I mean, everything in sim racing, not everything, but many products in sim racing are sold out, and firm dates on their replacement are kind of hard to get right now. So I'm just giving them a little bit of an excuse. I don't have word on when they would have a restock. I can inquire and see if I get an answer, but I don't know if it'll be any better than what the retail are saying. Neonite, is the stream laggy? I need to know that because I am doing a completely different setup, so I'm not sure. Like, I'm seeing a green light over there. Let me bring up OBS and see what it's saying. OBS says everything looks good. Our CPU usage is 10%. Drop frame 0, 30 frames per second on coping with the extended F1 shutdown. You know, in my mind, if you have to ask that question, ew. Alright, you guys can go look at that article. I'm done with that. How sim racing carved out its niche in esports, part 1. This is at esportobserver.com. So somebody who covers the normal esports series world, I'm assuming. You can see their take on how we've carved out our own specific niche there. What else? We're almost done, you guys. Like I said, we're going to have some short shows here now that, the cooling of the esport world, and it's going to take a while for companies to transition. Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it looks grainy right now. I wonder if that's YouTube. I don't think that's on my end. I think that's YouTube. I was watching... I think the internet is getting bogged down right now. Yeah, because what I see is perfect, and I see a total green light pushing to them. Yeah. I think it's just the internet is very bogged down right now. So anyway, as I was saying, this esport thing, it's going to transition away now. Because, well, not the esport. The real-life pros are going to transition away from sim racing back to their real-life jobs. That is true, John Hill. But I don't have a lot on my mind other than this topic right here, and then we're into SimRigs. So anyway, but they're going to disappear, and it's going to take a little while for our normal sim companies to learn how to go back to normal. Like, I want to give them all a lot of credit in certain areas, but there are other areas that I'm not going to give them much credit. Most of our sim racing companies are really short-minded, short-sighted. So I think it's going to take them, they're going to be like, wait, what happened? NASCAR, IndyCar, you loved us. Where have you gone? And then they're going to have to be back to dealing with us again. And the transition to that, I think, is going to take a little while. With that meaning, other than the Ford announcement, no, we have a lot of good content coming from iRacing, actually. We have some old school NASCAR that I'm excited about. Some other things that I know of in the distant future. So lots of good things coming. But we're going to see a little slowdown in the news because it's not going to be so flooded with that pro esport thing. Anyway, article here at Automotive World if you want to read it, if you're at work. Links in the description below. Sim racing versus real motor racing. BMW motorsport engineer Joreen Den Boer assesses the similarities and differences. Might be cool to hear it from the perspective of an engineer instead of a driver, as we've heard from so many drivers over the last couple of months as the esport explosion has happened. Speaking of esport explosion, we have an on-board in Fernando Alonso's sim racing debut. This is at the race.
Well, in his classic colours, Jody. Indeed, and I tell you what, first corner through Skyflack, and he looked like he was fairly on it already, just slightly sliding at the rear as these Brabhams tend to be driven quickly. And,
gotta like seeing Alonso driving. I said it the other day when seeing the guy driving with his name on the car, and it's really Alonso. I don't think there are many racers who retire, quit, careers end for whatever reason. Could be because they lost their ride, could be an injury. I don't think anybody who races, like, if you race for years and years and years, you're a competitor. You're not just a racer. You're a competitor. And when you retire, and I think this is true of any sport player, anybody from anything for that matter. I mean, if you have a job and you even remotely like it and you retire, you're going to have a big hole, a big void in your life, in your world. And even though you might enjoy retirement, you're going to be longing on certain days to be working. I think that's true of any real life racer. They'd do anything to race again after. I mean, now, does that mean they'd accept a ride? No, maybe they really don't want to race, but they wish they could race. I think sim racing is going to be a really good landing spot for a lot of these guys as sim racing continues to grow, as sim racing continues to get more sophisticated, and I think that a lot of these guys are using some very high-end equipment. He just took delivery of a simulator, PS4, literally just last week. He took delivery of a full motion simulator in his house to be racing. Thank you, Marco. Does he still do the two-seater races? I wasn't sure if he still did that or not. All right, a little bit of SimRigs for you guys. This one was I don't have that big of a complaint, but driver school in Ukraine using criminally wrong FOV in teaching. I love the little schematic showing you your shifter gates. Anyway, Rando Monet posted this one, and I thought it was pretty. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. Yep. What sim is that? Is that? What sim is this? Anyone? 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 There we go. Thank you for that, Laser. Oh. There's Mario driving a SimXperience motion seat, SimXperience wheel. That looks like the V1 wheel, by the way, isn't it? I think that's the V1. Nicely done. Thank you for that. All right, what else? Just more. Just check these out. You know, I in today's description, I actually wrote SimRig motivation. A lot of the reason I put these up is for you guys to get motivated. So look at this. I talk about painting, and I regretted that I didn't paint this platform before I put my rig on it, and now it's fairly not very practical. Well, what about wrapping it in a vinyl, carbon fiber vinyl? Well, that would give it a good look. Maybe painting is a practical solution. So again, a lot of times, even if it looks like a simple Deathmobile, I'm going to show it to you guys, hoping that somewhere within it, there's an idea or a motivating force that has you give attention to your rig. That's why I'm always looking at these. So, nice looking carbon wrap. I might copy that. I might order that today. Is it real carbon fiber? That doesn't look like real carbon fiber. That looks like a 2x4. That doesn't look, and that looks like wood screws. Anyway, also, look at this. How slick does that look? Like, is that a, how did he make that look so pro? I don't understand how he made this look so pro. If anyone knows how to do what he did here, or what's going on there, I would love to know, because that looks bitchin'. This is a wrap also, PS4? You're gonna carbon fiber your eyebrows? A foil cutter? Is that how this one was done? That just looks so cool. I almost swore. Looks like etched mirror. Sexy Joe. Anyway, and then the polar opposite, just to keep it real. And he even posted, the number 40 posted this one, said, I hope you can accept me and my peasant setup with his first ever wheel. But he's playing iRacing on it. Anyway, my peasant setup. He said it, not me. Theodore, cutting plotter. Costs about half of a cheap 3D printer. It's a vinyl sticker, but how did he get the coloring? See how it fades on the edges? And it does it on both sides, doesn't it? Or is that just lighting somehow? It looks like it's illuminated. It's so cool. Anybody have a vinyl sticker? I want that. I want that on my... I don't know where I'd put it. That looks bitchin'. Am I wrong? Am I making too big a deal about it? All right, I think this is our last one. It is. This is it. This is it for the day, you guys. Check this rig out. Look at this beast. I don't even know what all the metal plate, metal sheet metal. That looks like pinned in sheet metal, like NASCAR style, into 80/20. No, it can't be 80/20. It is 80/20. That's aluminum. This whole thing's made of aluminum. I'm losing my mind on this one. Anyway, Accuforce wheel, Fanatic pedals, Fanatic shifter and handbrake. Oh, and in case you missed it, look at that. Is that cool or what? Video card sag. I think that's pretty bitchin'. Not only is that bitchin', but look at how nice this guy. Look at that. He did that pass through for all the cables. Dude, that's nice. Yeah. I'm. Who did this? I'm gonna applaud this guy. This was posted by Homebrew Machinist. Really, really, really nice. Oh, it looks like it's mounted on there pretty damn well, Kelly. This guy's not messing around. This whole rig. He's a machinist. He probably welded it all up himself. I'm really impressed with this rig. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, the screen's a little small. I'll give you that one, John. Yeah, I was looking, Finny. That was what I immediately looked at. I'm like, hey, let's look at that. Yep, I see some beading. I see some beads. He had to impress the wife to keep it. All right. Well, that's going to do it, you guys. Believe it or not, today's show wraps up in 45 minutes. This is the absence of Mr. Thawman. So every day we do a short show. You guys should be grateful for when Mr. Thawman is here. So I'm going to give him a round of applause as well. You're much missed, of course. What is going on? I've been working on my rig. Tomorrow is my birthday. I am taking tomorrow off, so to speak. I'm not going to be on the air. Who knows? I might. I have a lot of work that I want to do. So tomorrow I'm probably going to be working on this. I want to get this more dialed in. I want to get the audio. I mean, not the audio. The lighting optimized. I want to. I need to get my 3D printer back running again. I got all sorts of fun stuff that I need to do. But anyway, always enjoy hanging out with you guys. That's what makes this show. Again, as you noticed, I took the name off the thumbnail. It no longer says Sim Racing News because it really is just about hanging out with you guys. It's about hanging out with my friends, talking about my favorite hobby, sport, common interest, whatever you want to call it. We call it sim racing. But thanks for being here. Thanks for making it a fun show. Happy hump day to everybody out there. Get out there, do some sim racing. This is the Sim Pit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track.